If you're running OSINT investigation and still pasting screenshots into Notion or Google Docs, this tool I'm about to share with you today changes everything entirely. What's up everyone? Today we're looking at Ghostint, a free open source local first case tracker. Everything stays on your machine. No account, no cloud, no leaks. We'll walk you through the full interface, show you the entity system, the AI analysis engine, and why this matters, especially if you're doing ethical OSINT. This tool is a web app, and currently you can only access it through your browser. Here we are inside Ghostint. First thing, the disclaimer. This tool is built for ethical, legal OSINT only. You're responsible for your own data collection and everything else you do with this tool. So please keep that in mind. So this is our default case. This is our canvas. This is our workspace, and this is where we're going to carry out our investigation. So if you look at the top left in the case panel, you're going to see that we have like where we are going to be creating our cases, right? So we can work on multiple cases in these two, right? So you can have different cases. You can have cases for different organizations you carry out. All right. So under the cases creation panel, we have 18 entity types. Right. So on the left here, we have our 18 entity types. Now, these are the entities we are going to be clicking and dragging to our case board or our workspace. So we have IP address, we have domain, we have host name, we have email, we have username, we have phone, and then there are so many more under there. So these are our building blocks. We're going to be using these to create some investigation later on. So I'm just going to go over what is on this tool right now. So if you look at the bottom there, we have import and export. So once you're done with your investigation, you can import it, you can export it as PDF, PNG, right? So you can share with others to others, your client or person you're doing the investigation for. These are what we have on the left hand side. So if you look below it, you can see we have our OBSEC badge, which signifies that this is local storage only, so your data never leaves the browser. And then on the right side here, we have start and then Ghostint 2. All right, now the start gives you the list of entities and then maps and things on the case board. All right, so we have our Ghostint 2 now. This is the tools we're going to use in our investigation. So we have tools from Recon, we have tools from email, we have tools from web scanning, and then phone, file, and images. All these tools we're going to be you'll be able to use them in your investigation. So guys, let me show you how this works with a real example. So let's say we are investigating a suspicious person. Right now, there's a lot of information we can gather from the internet. So, all right, so I'm just going to be using random stuff. Right, so first I'm going to add a person entity. All right, so I'm just going to give it a random name. All right, so I'm going to put suspicious person as the name of the target we're working on. Right, so I'm going to click the person entity on the left, and then you're going to see it drops onto the canvas. Right, so now there's a lot we can do with this entity. The smart part about each of the entities that each has a node or action buttons on hover, which you can use to add more details about that entity. Right, so we have a delete button where you delete the entity you don't need anymore. But we have a note where you add a note on that entity. We have custom field where you add extra information on that entity. So now guys, I'm going to add a phone number entity onto my canvas. I'll edit it and then put my suspected phone number there. Alright, so now we have two entities on our canvas. I'm going to use something called line to show relationship between these entities. I'm going to connect my person entity to my phone number entity to show relationship between them. Now once they are connected, we now know that this entity relates to this other entity. Now we can add more entities and then do the same, connecting them across the canvas. Alright, so I'm going to add a photo as well, and then also add a contact email, a location, social media profile, and then suspected website. I'm going to do all of this and then connect them together, and then I'm going to add some unconfirmed details as well across the canvas. I won't connect them to any other entities, also so they are unconfirmed. And then, so guys, now after this we have a chain. You can see all are linked together, some not linked, and all are visual. Now you can see the connection between entities, and you can see the other entities are not connected, which signifies they are not yet confirmed, or they are just related in some other ways. So guys, here's the feature that caught my attention: the AI analysis engine. Two modes down there. We have the Ollama and the Hermes mode. Alright guys, so we can run the Ollama directly on your machine on local mode. No data goes anywhere. That's a privacy preserving option. And then we have the advanced mode that uses Hermes integration for deeper analysis. When you hit one setup, alright guys, so once you set it up, which we're going to be doing that later, because I'm going to display an image that is going to show you how to set this AI up. So once you have set them up, it scans your entire case, reads the entity relationship and surface connection you might have missed. If you have got 20 nodes scattered across your canvas, the AI can find the threads, tying them together. Now this is the borderline magic for complex investigation. It turns Ghostint from a tracker into an actual assistant, and it still respects your offset. So guys, now on my screen you can see how to set up both the AI assistants for this Ghostint Tracker. Right, so on my left it's the steps for Ollama, and on my right is the step for Hermes. So guys, you can pause this video and then go set your AI up before coming back to complete it. So guys, let's talk about the map view. Right now, this tool has integrated map inside it. So once you have an address in your information view section, or your canvas, or your workspace, right guys, now make sure the address is a complete address. Right, so once you have it once you have it edited in your entity, all you just have to do is to click the type specific action button. You can see it has a logo, a location logo on the entity. Once you click on it, it's going to take you to the map, and then it's going to do a lookup for that location and then take you right to the place on the map. Alright, so guys, finally, once you're done with your investigation, you can now export to any format that is available in the tool. You can export to JSON, you can export to PDF, you can export to PNG, and you can also import back your JSON to load a previous case and pick up where you left off, or you can send it to someone.
That's Ghostint. Visual case canvas, 18 entity types with integrated lookups, AI analysis engine, map and stats views, full import-export, all running locally in your browser. If you're doing any kind of OSINT, corporate investigations, due diligence, threat intel, learning, Ghostint deserves a spot in your toolkit. Check the link in the description. Hit subscribe, drop a like and a comment. I read every single one. Next video, we're diving into something even crazier. Stay curious, stay ethical.